Chapter 54 Gojo's Fist. The collision of Gojo's fist against Geto's face sounded like the crack of a whip. Geto was a split second too late putting up his forearm to block Gojo's strike. Geto's head snapped back and white light blocked his vision. The pain was stunning, and he could feel his cheek already starting to swell as he stumbled back and tried to regain his footing. Gojo's chest clenched. He had been so sure Geto would block that punch. Why did I put so much force behind it? He reprimanded himself. They'd barely started their sparring match, and Gojo already wanted to call it. He watched Geto get back into fighting stance with a fire in his eyes, and he knew he couldn't do that to his pride. Gojo and Geto circled each other again. Gojo swallowed a lump in his throat as he watched the swelling on Geto's right cheek start to spread towards his eye. They kept sparring, but every time Gojo snapped his fist forward, he stopped short of where he would normally drive it. Geto seemed to be getting his form back, but then Gojo's hook made it past his defense again, and he landed a punch to Geto's mouth. Geto's head twisted to the side on impact, and he grunted with pain as he lost his footing and landed down on one knee. He tasted blood and licked the cut in the corner of his mouth with his tongue. His chest was heaving, and he wavered as he tried to stand. Gojo dropped his hands, horrified about what he'd done. "That's it!" The anger in his voice echoed across the empty gym. "This match is over." Geto shook his head. The swelling in his mouth was spreading to meet the puffiness of his cheek. The right side of his face was going to look like a mess. He got back into fighting stance. "Suguru, I promise not to take it easy on you, and you promise not to argue if I chose to stop. We both need to keep our word." Gojo's chest was heaving too, but out of self-loathing that he hadn't cut the match off the first time he landed a hit. Geto scoffed. "You broke your promise first. I could tell you were holding back, and I still got my ass kicked." He could barely get the words out through his swollen mouth. Gojo shook his head. "Suguru, stop. I'm not doing this. Sparring is supposed to sharpen us, not break us." Geto held his stance a little longer as they glared at each other. Geto didn't want to give in first, but he was dizzy, and the taste of his blood was making him nauseous. He put his arms down and closed his eyes, trying to stop the vertigo. When he opened his eyes again, Gojo was standing off the mats with his shoes on already. "Come on, so we can catch Shoko before she takes her lunch break." Gojo held Geto's socks and sneakers out towards him. "I don't need to see her." Geto slipped his footwear on, almost losing his balance several times. "What? Half your faces," Gojo started to argue. "I can bear it. I deserve it," Geto said stubbornly as he started to walk towards the gym's double doors. "What the fuck, Suguru?" Gojo grabbed him by the arm. Geto tried to keep going, but Gojo was the stronger one, and Gojo's grip was tight. "I deserve the pain because I was weak. The pain will remind me to do better next time. Please, just walk me back to the dorm. Please." The fight had gone out of Geto's voice. Gojo let go of his arm. He followed Geto back to the dorm, glad that the veil he cast would keep the world from seeing what he'd done to Geto's face. "I did that," Gojo was seething inside. "I'm supposed to protect him, and I'm the one who keeps hurting him the most."